David, the brave boy. 1 Samuel 17. "Come on out," said Goliath the giant. "Come on out and fight with me." The Israelites were fighting with the Philistines. Goliath was the strongest Philistine soldier. King Saul and the Israelite soldiers were scared. "I will fight with Goliath," said David. David bought food to his brothers. They were the soldiers in King Saul's army. David was mad because Goliath was making fun of God's army. "You are a young boy. Goliath is a giant soldier," said King Saul. "I protected my sheep from the lions and bears. God will be with me." King Saul gave his armor to David, but it was too big and heavy to wear. David stood before Goliath. He had stones and a sling in his hand. Goliath was upset to see a young boy, David. "Stone and a sling? Do you think I am a puppy? I come before you in the name of the Lord." "You made fun of God's army, didn't you? I will let the world know that God is alive. God doesn't need a sword or a spear," said David. David put a stone in his sling and let the stone fly. The stone hit Goliath's forehead, and he fell to the ground. David ran to Goliath and took his sword. David won. "You are very brave, David," said King Saul. David was really brave. Everybody said David was brave, but David knew God helped him. Good friends. David and Jonathan. 1 Samuel 18. King Saul saw David defeat the Philistine army. King Saul knew David loved God. King Saul knew David was brave. Jonathan was King Saul's son. Jonathan loved God too. Prince Jonathan liked David with all his heart. Jonathan loved David as he loved himself. Jonathan promised David that he'd be his best friend. Jonathan had many nice things. Jonathan gave David his best sword. Jonathan also gave David his bow and arrows. Jonathan gave David his nice jacket. "This will let people know that you are my friend," said Jonathan. "Thank you for giving me your precious things. Thank you for being my best friend," said David. David became an honorable general of Israel. He won many battles. The Israelites sang for David. King Saul killed thousands, but David killed tens of thousands. This made King Saul mad and jealous. King Saul tried to harm David. Jonathan helped David run away from King Saul.